This lesson is not fun, but it is guaranteed to generate you your first $100,000 online if you actually follow it. And I know it because I've made over $400,000 online last year, and I made my first $100,000 when I was just 19 years old. And actually, I almost hit it when I was 18, but it was my birthday, and after a couple of weeks, I made my first 100K, right? So officially, I was 19 years old. So it was about 2 years ago. So in this video, I'm gonna share you what exactly is the one thing that you need to do to guarantee that you will make your first $100,000. And if you know who Charlie Munger is, right? He recently died, right? But he was the business partner of Warren Buffett, and he was worth billions and billions of dollars. And he said that the first $100,000 are the most life-changing, right? So if you make your first $100,000, and I can confirm that, your life is never the same again because you have that cash, you have the resources to reinvest back, you have that peace of mind that you are going to be fine, that your lifestyle is going to be taken care of. So then you can actually focus on whatever you want to focus on, right? Slow down a little bit, or for a lot of you watching this, I know you want to like start working harder, scale to the next level, right? So it gives you that safety net of being saying, okay, now I'm cool. Now I can start working on my business. Now I can start making long-term decisions, and that's when you have the most long-term success in business, right? But the first $100,000 are going to be the most life-changing, and I can say it because I just 4 or 5 years ago I was a broke student from a poor Eastern European country. I'm from Armenia, making $4 a month, right? And I was just watching all of these videos online from influencers, watching YouTube, Instagram stories from all of these gurus, right? YouTube videos, and saying, oh my God, like how they are making so much money. I was thinking like, even if I make $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, it's gonna be crazy. It will completely change my life, right? And right now, like I've made way more, and but it wasn't always like this. So like I didn't always believe that it's possible. I didn't always know that, okay, I'm gonna make it, right? I didn't always have the confidence. Once I started, I thought, oh my God, that's so much money. Can I do that? Like how I couldn't even speak English, right? I tried different business models and I failed, and I wasn't confident, and I wasn't even telling my parents what I was doing online and making money, etc., because no one would understand me, and it was very tough, right? But what I can tell you is once I understood this one simple thing, everything changed for me, right? I was able to travel the world, go to Dubai with my family, go and meet crazy entrepreneurs, right? Buy this apartment that I'm recording this video for, that is in the mountains, right? Do so much other things that I won't share here, but basically help lots of people, and it changed my life completely too, right? And I became financially free. And the reason that I've been able to do that is I understood this one lesson, that yes, it is not fun, but if you follow it, I promise you will make your first $100,000 online. Now, for some of you, it will take short time. It might take like 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. For some of you, it might take longer. So I cannot say when it will happen. You actually need to put in the work and follow this. But if you do, your life will never be the same. That's what I can promise you, right? And the reason I know it is because I just didn't only do this for myself. I helped hundreds of people over the past 3 years to grow their own online businesses. And don't worry, I'm not going to sell you anything. I just want to share this, that this didn't only work for me, but for hundreds of other people, right? And this is the reason that that's the lesson that you need to follow, that I'm going to share with you right now, that I made this video for, right? And that lesson is that the number one common mistake that all the entrepreneurs make that haven't made their first $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, right? Or are struggling to do that. The number one mistake that they all have in common is that they are doing too many different things. So they are not focused, right? So now you can say, oh, I expected something else. I promise you, right now I'm going to tell you why it might be the case for you. And if not, then you will know that you're on the right track, and you will know how to get to your first $100,000, right? But I spoke very fast in this moment, I know. But the number one thing that people struggle with is that they watch all these influencers online, right? And they think, oh, this person says that you can make money with YouTube. This person says that you need to make money with TikTok. This person says that you need to start a dropshipping business. This person says that you need to start an AI automation agency. This person says this, and there's too many things. And instead of you just picking one thing that you can stick to for a long time, what most people do, and I've struggled with it a lot too, before I made my first 10K a month, is I was doing too many things. I was making some memes for this influencer, making $4 a month, doing some freelancing work here, listening to audiobooks, watching videos here, going to university, and I was doing all this stuff instead of just picking one thing and just focusing on it. So if you are watching this, the number one thing, because you probably heard this advice, yeah, focus, just do one thing and you will make your money. any business model works, right? So if you just pick with any business model online and you actually stick with it, for a long time without doing anything else and every day getting a little bit better, you will make your first $110,000 and $100,000 online. Guaranteed. But here's where most people go wrong. They understand this advice, but they start something, but it's hard. So obviously they quit and they try something else because it's hard when you pick the wrong thing. So how to make sure that you pick the right thing so you can stick to it and be focused. That's what we are going to cover right now because I wanted to make it easy for you. Because once I was trying it before, 3-4 years ago, no one told me that pick something that you will like. So then you will be able to stick with it, right? And that's what I want to share with you right now is if you want to focus and you want to stick with one thing, the number one thing that you need to do, in my opinion, is to pick something that you love, right? So if you, let's say, if you want to start a YouTube channel, but you hate making YouTube videos and you don't want to start a faceless YouTube channel, don't do that, right? Or if, let's say, you want to help people to start SMM agency where you help people to grow their Instagram and make money. If you hate that, don't do that, right? Maybe you just love, posting and writing stuff on Twitter and LinkedIn. So you are more of a writer, right? You don't like recording videos. So then why would you start recording videos? Why would you do that if you hate it? If you like writing, then go and write. On the other hand, if you love making videos, if you love YouTube, if you love online entrepreneurship, pick that business model, right? If you hate affiliate marketing, if you tried it, or if you don't like that idea, don't do that, right? But on the other hand, if you love talking about fitness and you love sharing your knowledge with people, why don't you start posting content online about that topic? So the biggest lesson is pick something that you have the most chances to stick with. So if you can pick something that you think, oh, of course, I think if I do this, I will be able to do it for a long time, right? Because I love it. It's easy for me to do. So here's the quote that I think might change your life because it changed my life too. Do what looks like work to others, right? It looks like work to others and feels like play for you. So whatever is play for you, for example, making this video, it's play for me. It's not work. I love this. So for other people, making a video, it would be like work, right? But for me, it's play. So you need to find something that it feels like play for you, play to you, but it looks like work for others, right? So others think, oh my God, how am I gonna do that? But for you, it's easy. That's what you need to do because it will give you advantage. Because other people will struggle to do that, they will quit, and because you love it, you will keep doing it for a long time. Right? So if you find that thing, and if you're watching this video, you know that, right? You have heard about a bunch of business models, but probably there's one business model, or at least a direction, right? That you know that you like that more. So why wouldn't you just pick that and stick with it? And not change it for the next 6, 12, 24 months. Because if you do that, you will make money. I promise. No matter what business model you pick, right? If you pick the one that you like and you just stick with it, and maybe you will pick something you like and you still will switch it because you will have the shiny object syndrome and you will get unfocused, right? That's also possible. But at least if you pick something that you like, you will have more chances to stick with it. Right? So please, if you're watching this video and if you want to make your first $100,000 online, I know that it might be boring. It might be boring to pick one thing and stick with it. But if you do that, I promise that you will make money. No matter what business you want to start, you want to become a content creator, you want to start on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, any business model, anything, any model, if you actually stick with it and you make it a little bit better every day, you will make money. I promise you. If you just stick with anything for a long time, you will make your first $100,000. I promise. Because day by day, week by week, month by month, you will figure it out. Oh, I should do this, right? Or when I make these videos, I get more views. Or when I do this, I do this. And then slowly you will start getting better at the one business model that you will pick. And obviously you will make money. So please consider this. It is boring. I understand it. I have this active brain when I'm doing something else. I want to do these 50 other things. I understand you. And I struggle with it a lot. Even to this day, right? But the fastest way to make your first $100,000, even if it's boring as hell to do that one thing, right? It's not fun. If you actually stick with it, you will make your first $100,000. And after that, you can do whatever you want. If you want to scale more, which most of you probably would, because you're a type of person that wants to achieve more results if you're watching this video and you made it to this point, right? You will grow more, but you will have way more leverage, way more peace of mind. You will have a proof of concept that it works, right? And you will be able to scale. But if you would like to change it, if you would like to change something else, right? You would be able to do that. But at least, unless you made your first 100K online, please stick with one thing. And the best way to stick with one thing is to pick something that you like, so it will feel like play for you, right? So it's gonna be easier for you than for other people to do it. So you will stick with it. You will have competitive advantage. You will have an unfair advantage in that one business model because you will do it for a long time and you will make money, right? So yeah, please consider doing this. It's not fun, but if you pick something that you love and stick with it, and focus and say no to everything else, you will make money. That's my promise. So hope this was valuable. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hope you will implement this, and hope in the next month or years or sooner, as soon as that's possible, you will make your first $100,000. So I hope it's going to help you. So right now, let's go take action on this. And let's make our dreams reality. Cheers. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.